Hey everyone, how's it going? And yeah, it's probably a little bit of a surprise to see me. It's been a long time. I don't even know when the last time was that I've made a video, but it's been a minute. It's been one hot minute. Where I live, it's been hot as hell here, man. It's like 47 degrees Celsius yesterday and the day before, which is 117 degrees out here in the Valley of the Sun. So I hope all of you that are, I guess, on the northern hemisphere of planet Earth, I hope all of you are staying cool out there, because yeah, it's dangerously hot. I just wanted to check in and make a video to tell everyone that I'm fine. Life's going great. And, you know, just wanted to tell all of you that I miss you. Those of you that are my friends and people that have always been cool with me. And of course, all of the victims of Scientology out there, especially those of you that were raised in it and born and raised in it. As someone myself that was born and raised in it, I miss all of you, I support all of you, and I hope you all are doing well. So, a few things to go over, and trying to think. So, I've been getting a lot of harassment and stalking from one particular individual. I'm only going to say his name once, his fake stage name that he uses, Alonzo. Alan Stanfield is his biological name. I like to call him Slob-Anzo because he's a slob. I mean, it's clear as day to see, both physically and mentally. He's a slob, and it just sounds cool, like Slob-Anzo. Ooh, I think I gave Slob-Anzo a little peek, because Slob-Anzo likes to talk about my boobies and my vagina a lot. So Slob-Anzo, if you're watching this, yes, I have boobies and I have a vagina like all women do. Yeah, isn't that something? That's something else, isn't it? So, yeah, I was gonna just drop by and talk about that a little bit because we have a predatory stalker in our midst. And he is deciding to kind of set up shop like he's some sort of alpha male figurehead that can just stalk and harass and torment women in this community or movement, depending on your preference of how you like to label it. I prefer to call it a movement. I've said many times before, a community is when everyone gets along in solidarity. And I don't know about you all, but we sure in the fucking a community. All right? We're a movement that consists of about 50 different factions of people that can't stand each other. It's not a community in my book. So, I get questions. I get Slob-Anzo tagging me over and over again to get my attention after I've told Slob-Anzo probably 100 times over the last 15 years to leave me the fuck alone, and he won't. So I'm here to talk about Slob-Anzo and tell you all the truth of what he has done to me, why I feel he is a predatory stalker, and why women in this community, and men, pretty much everyone, should steer clear from him. And I'm just going to give you my experience and my advice. And I've seen people out there that say, well, I don't believe Marisa. I don't believe it. And first of all, you guys, I made my name Dianetics as a parody off of the books Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. I know that's not my real name, bozos. My real name is Marisa. And Slob-Anzo, if you're watching this, can you please pronounce it correctly? Because I'm tired of hearing you calling me Marisa Sigmund.
And if Marissa Sigmund is threatening violence on me.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Slob-Anzo? Say my name right, douchebag. And then to talk about the violence thing, Slob-Anzo, if you consider me telling you to shove some pork rinds up your bunghole a threat of violence, then so be it, buddy. So be it. I'm not embarrassed for saying that, and if I had to say it over again, I would say it 50 times over, because I think it's funnier than hell. And what I think is even funnier is that you consider it a threat of violence and you're trying to create some solidarity movement because you're too much of a bitch where you can't fend for yourself. Yeah, you're a bitch. You're more of a bitch than I am, Slob-Anzo. So, you know, and your little things of like you're being shuddered into silence.
You're being shuddered into silence.
Slob-Anzo, if you want to be a woman so badly, just go fucking do the damn thing. Because I'm getting tired of listening to you whine and fucking complain like a bitch non-stop. Shit's fucking creepy, dude. It's disturbing. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to make this as short as I possibly can. Give you a little history of Slob-Anzo. Slob-Anzo has been writing about me for over a decade now. I don't know Slob-Anzo. He doesn't know me. I've never met him. He does not know anyone in my life. Let me ask you, Slob-Anzo, do you know me or Chris Shelton? No, you don't. So why do you write about us and make videos about our experience of whatever bullshit we have with each other? It's creepy, dude. I have history, okay? Chris Shelton was on staff while my sister was the ED. And I'm sorry that you're left out of that equation and that you don't know any of us, but you got no fucking reason to be writing about me when that's like my experience to tell. Why is it your experience when you don't know a goddamn thing about it? So he's been writing about me, and I would say within the last 2 years, he has been on an obsessed, fanatical craze about me. Slob-Anzo is obsessed with me. I don't know why. Actually, I know why, but I'm too disgusted to even think about it. But you all can use your imagination. If you all remember when Doug Kramer passed away, and may he forever rest in peace, or wherever he's at. I hope he is. I am pretty sure he's doing a lot better than most of us here. You all know Doug is a very good friend of mine. I don't like saying was, because he still is a good friend of mine. Those of you that have been around this movement for a long time, when Doug passed away, I think you all remember Slob-Anzo making community posts on his YouTube saying that
he's gonna write blog after blog about Doug Kramer so that everybody knows that Doug was a bad guy. And Slob-Anzo's also gonna write about Marissa Sigmund on purpose to clog up the Google feeds so that when everybody looks up Marissa Sigmund, they're gonna see my shitty blog articles.
You guys remember Slob-Anzo doing that? I certainly do. Unlike Slob-Anzo, I don't use Doug's name for sympathy. In fact, I don't like talking about him at all, but I am bringing this up because I hate Slob-Anzo trying to exploit Doug when Doug is not here to defend himself. I can tell you with certainty that Doug would not be okay with that, and he would be repulsed, actually. So Slob-Anzo started to do exactly what he said. He began writing blog article after blog article about me, like almost one article a day. If you don't believe me, go look at his blog. He has like at least 12 articles about me, and he spends probably 3 to 5 hours writing each one. And he always makes them so like sensationalized And he tries to portray me like I'm this little, like, sex pot vixen, that I'm just out, you know, honeypotting all the ex-Scientology men, and I'm this, like, seductress, and I'm being used. I'm an OSA operative, you know, like it's a James Bond movie, and I'm pussy galore or something. Which, Alonzo, I do kind of have to thank you, because you hyped me up like I'm a badass bitch. And I will tell you, there are a lot of guys in the never in Scientology world, which makes up 99.99999% of the planet, where your blogs about me turn them on, because you make me look like this adventurous seductress, you know, fighting Scientology, and here you are writing about me obsessively. It makes you look like a fucking creepy ass fucking weirdo. And the dude I'm seeing right now, he thinks it's fucking sexy. He's like, man, you have a stalker? You're famous? I'm like, no, babe, I'm not famous at all. And then I show my boyfriend your picture, Slob-Anzo, and he's like, ooh, I'm sorry, Marisa, that you gotta deal with disgusting stalkers like this. So I do want to thank you, Slob-Anzo. And as soon as you're able to start writing more blogs about me, do it. Because it actually helps me out. Makes me look really fucking cool, gets me a lot of attention, and you know, this YouTube world is not the world I live in. I live in the real world. I go out, I socialize, and I actually talk to real human beings. And you're doing me a favor. Now, as far as Slob-Anzo's blog, I got very sick and tired of knowing that Slob-Anzo is sitting at home jacking his jerky to me, writing about me, and fantasizing about me. And I can see every time Slob-Anzo edits his blog. And there were days when Slob-Anzo was editing his blogs 20 plus times a day about me. And I could see it, because you look at his blog, it'll show like when he's done his editing jobs. And the same thing happens on YouTube when he makes community posts. If you look, he sits there for hours and hours and re-edits them like a maniac. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I have this complete fucking creep who disgusts me, who I've asked numerous times to leave me the fuck alone. And he keeps writing about me. Fictitious articles, like sensationalizing me and making me, like, sexualizing me. Very disturbing. And then on top of those articles, he's spending hours upon hours a day editing them and re-editing them because he is obsessed with me. I got fucking tired of it, so I contacted his blog, and I did the same. I did it. It's the second time I've had his blog suspended, and I will happily do it again. I'm very proud. Yay me! I got Slob-Anzo's blog suspended. Yes. So I contacted his blog, and I just said, hey dude, this guy is harassing me. He's trying to cause harm to my personal life. He's trying to invade my privacy. Yada yada yada. And they asked Slob-Anzo to stop, and he refused, so they suspended his blog, and he is no longer allowed to write about me. So now Slob-Anzo is making videos and making posts of,
Marisa Stegman needs to retract her complaint to my blog, or I'm gonna sue her.
fucking Slob-Anzo, you're gonna fucking sue me. That's the fucking most hilarious shit I think I've ever fucking heard. God damn, you are such a shit for brains, dude. Do you ever sit back and listen to the dumb shit that comes out of your fucking elephant seal mouth? Honestly, dude. And those of you ladies who, good lord, I feel sorry for you women. You women that listen to Slob-Anzo and think that he's this like amazing intellect. Next time you listen to Slob-Anzo, sit back for 5 minutes and really listen to the fucking horse shit that he says, and you're gonna be like, why am I listening to this dude? Yeah. So Yeah, they suspended Slob-Anzo's blog. And Slob-Anzo, I do want to tell you, you do have a right to freedom of speech. You don't have a right to fucking harass people, though. No, you absolutely do not. And you don't have a right to harass me. And your blog serves zero purpose. You are not a journalist and you are not a commentator for Scientology like you falsely claim to be. You are a basement dwelling creep who's using that as an excuse and as a shield to hide behind your perverted, creepy behavior. And I got that shit to stop now, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yay me. And I'll do it again, motherfucker. And, I know you and your buddy, Defender Aboofs, were asking me to apologize. Here's your apology. Both you and Defender Aboofs. You can take this and shove it up your ass sideways. Twice. There's your apology. And if you ask me for another apology for this video, it's going to be a double apology. Right here. So I'm giving you your apology in advance. See, in order to give an apology, I would have to feel bad about what I said, or I would have to regret it. But I genuinely feel and mean what I say about you, Slob-Anzo. So why the fuck am I going to apologize? That makes no sense. Am I going to apologize because you said so? No. Am I going to apologize because you really, really want me to? No. Am I going to apologize because I'm afraid of you and I think you're going to sue me? No. So, you need to give me one reason why I should give 2 fucks about your feelings and why I should apologize to you. So yeah, that's a saying that I like to use a lot. Give me one reason why I should give 2 fucks. I'll be waiting very, very patiently. So, that's the thing with Alonzo. He won't leave me alone. He's a creep. Oh, and another thing. I've talked about this incident I had with someone named David Love back in 2013. He was a narconon. He's an ex-heroin addict, basically. Wasn't even an ex-Scientologist. He was an ex-heroin addict that joined Narconon. And you guys know that Tommy Scoville dude? How he kind of scammed and was like a career criminal. David Love, you could basically call him the Tommy Scoville of 2013. David Love was a career criminal. He was an ex-prisoner from Canada. And he grifted and scammed the ex-Scientology community for almost 10 years. Everyone thought he was this amazing critic and this really nice guy. And he came up with an idea to do a documentary because he was hoping to make a lot of money off of it. And I was a part of this documentary. And I got framed to get arrested. Slob-Anzo, you should ask Jerry Armstrong about that because he knows what happened. I was not some honeypot vixen from OSA sent to take on David Love. Okay, why would that happen, dude? He was like 65 years old back then, unemployed, receiving a fucking disability check. Dude, if I'm gonna honeypot someone, there's gotta be some fucking value to me. I'm not gonna go honeypot like a homeless person or a fucking old man living on disability. Sorry. It's not really a honeypot if you're not getting anything in return, right? So I got framed to be arrested. I didn't get arrested. David got arrested. I've talked about this so many fucking times. And somebody back then got a hold of the police audio and they made a video about it. I know who did it. I know who made the video. I'm not going to say because I don't need to. I don't fucking want to. But someone got hold of the video, and at the time it was very embarrassing. Nowadays I don't care. I just laugh it all off. But Slob-Anzo started writing about this in his blog recently too, and he even shared that police audio of me getting framed to be arrested on his community page. Now, Slob-Anzo knows that my daughter, who was a teenager at the time, I have an older daughter and I have a younger one. Back then, my daughter was 16 years old, and David Love was secretly recording both her and I. So, Slob-Anzo, you're sharing that video, and I hope you know there was a teenage girl being secretly recorded by a 65-year-old career criminal who was exploiting us and engaging in voyeurism without our knowledge or consent so that he could monetize or make a profit off of his documentary. The reason he was arrested is because he forgot to hang up his phone after he called the cops. And the police recorded him for 16 minutes going crazy on me. That's why he got arrested, dude. And you're rewriting this like it's your story and you were there when you weren't. And you're turning it into this perverted, tantalizing story that, like, I was a honeypot and, oh my God, I was seducing David Love. And that's not what happened, Slob-Anzo. And I know, again, that you like jacking it to me. Why don't you go watch some Pornhub? What is it? X-Hamster, or whatever the fuck those channels are. Slob-Anzo, you know what they are. You probably got about 50 of them on your fucking phone. Next time you want to write tantalizing articles about me that are untrue, go fucking watch Pornhub, dude, and take care of your business. Because your imagination and your fantasies about me are just getting out of control. And they're disturbing at this point. Another thing I want to say, too, and I can say this, speaking of Jerry Armstrong, I have a lot of respect for Jerry Armstrong, and I always have, and he knows that. I've had correspondence with Jerry before. And I do know Jerry does not get involved in drama. And Jerry could give two shits about me and Slob-Anzo. And Slob-Anzo, you probably know that. Because I'm sure you told Jerry, well, what about Marissa Sigmund? And Marissa Sigmund? And Jerry's probably like, Slob-Anzo, zip it. I don't want to talk about you and Marissa Sigmund fighting. Because I know Jerry knows how to say my name correctly. Slob-Anzo. Be more like Jerry and have some fucking intellectual stability in that fucking grease ball that you call your brain. So, in my personal viewpoint, and I hope Jerry Armstrong is watching this, Slob-Anzo, I think you're using and taking advantage of Jerry Armstrong with acting like how you're making money off of him. And I know that Defender of Boofs, D-O-B, that's what I'm going to call him, D-O-B, Defender of Boofs. His boofs, if you're watching it, you know you're boofing shit up your culo all the time. And if you don't know what a culo is, you might want to look it up because you might be doing some time in the Pinta in Los Angeles and you're going to have to learn what a culo is really fucking quick. So, congratulations on not getting incarcerated today, boof boy. I hope you shove some shrooms up your culo and have a nice boof session in celebration of that. And I genuinely mean that. So I know Defender of Boofs is the genius behind these fundraisers and using Alonzo because Alonzo is a little fucking gimp and a bitch and he does what everyone says. He did it with Zero Dark Tony and Zero Dark Tony kicked Slob-Anzo to the curb. And trust me, I've had my battles with, actually one battle, if you guys remember that. I had my deal with Zero Dark Tony. I remained victorious in that and I kicked his ass during our little verbal and video altercation a couple of years back. If you guys remember that, that was pretty fun. That was very fun. Now I'm only bringing up ZDT's name because of Slob-Anzo to give you all a little memory down. What do you want to call it? Memory lane, whatever. And no, I'm not going to get into it with ZDT again. I already kicked his ass once in our argument. And I'm one of those one-hitter quitters where if I win once, I don't do rematches. There's going to be no round two with me and Zero Dark Tony. No. So, but Slob-Anzo was up ZDT's ass.
Like, what do you want? I'll do anything you say, Zero Dark Tony. Oh my god, you're so amazing.
Dude, Zero Dark Tony saw you for the little rat bastard that you were, Slob-Anzo, and he kicked your ass to the curb, because if you're willing to do that for him and rat everyone out and be a little snitch, you're going to do it for everyone. And that's what you're doing with Defender of Boofs right now. And I'm going to laugh my ass off again when Defender of Boofs kicks your ass to the curb like Zero Dark Tony did, because I know it's coming. It could happen any day, dude. Boofs, Defender of Boofs, you know it's true too. You're gonna get sick of that motherfucker if you're not sick of him already. I know you guys do not have a bromance and fucking bonding of the fucking manhood. Hell no, you don't. Boofs, you know you don't either. You're probably like, man, I got this crazy ass fucking elephant seal ex-Scientology weirdo fucking texting me 100 times a day. Because you know he's probably texting you 50 to 100 times today. And I know he ain't leaving your ass alone. Because he didn't leave my ass alone, and about 20 other of us can only imagine how he is with you. So yeah, Slob-Anzo, you're going to get kicked to the fucking curb by a Defender of Boofs, and you're going to get used once again, and you're going to be sitting there feeling like a fucking idiot because you are one. And it's going to be your own doing. So, you know, I'm going to cut this short for now and just kind of end it off here. I wanted to just send this as like a brief thing. Like I said, give me one reason why I should give 2 fucks, Slob-Anzo, and please don't make a video.
My response to Marissa segment.
Because I don't care and I ain't gonna fucking watch it. I really don't care. And on top of not caring, I am on the perfect dosage of Celexa to solidify me not caring. So you and Defender of Boofs are going to have to figure out how to change my brain chemistry and like my serotonin levels so that I do start caring. Because I'm pretty much bulletproof where I ain't going to give a fuck. Slob-Anzo, I didn't give a shit about your thoughts and feelings 15 years ago. I definitely don't care about them now. I think it's creepy and disturbing that you're stalking me and that you're harassing me. I think it's creepy that you called Victoria, Kyle's mother, yelling at her, demanding information about me, and that she has to tell you what we say about your back or behind your back. It's disturbing that you put on your blog a while back asking people to give them any personal information about me that they can find. Really, Slob-Anzo? That means you're trying to find out about like my personal friends, my relationships, my family. You're a panty sniffer, Slob-Anzo. You are a panty sniffer. You are the kind of dude that goes into a woman's house, and when she's not looking, you steal her panties and you take them home so you can smell them. It's clear as day by looking at you and your behavior, dude. You're just a disturbed panty sniffer. And Defender of Boofs, you wonder why people don't support you and aren't taking you seriously. Well, it's kind of what happens when you become friends with panty sniffers and creepy fucking weirdos like Slob-Anzo. Sorry, bud. It's the way it fucking goes. And you might have good manipulation skills with Slob-Anzo, because it doesn't take much, I can tell. Slob-Anzo's IQ is probably pushing 50 on a good day. It takes a little more to manipulate someone like me, Defender of Boofs. You're gonna have to do more than, me and Slob-Anzo said so. Fucking comedy gold, man. Both of you motherfuckers. Anyways, to the rest of you, I hope you're doing great, and there'll be more videos to come. I made my other videos private because, quite frankly, I don't want Slob-Anzo looking me in my eyes and jacking off to my videos. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. And Slob-Anzo, you know you're doing that too. I'm kindly asking you to stop. Stop fantasizing about me. Stop writing about me. Stop acting like you're the biographer of my life when you don't know jack shit about my life. And stop worrying about children in Scientology. Good Lord. You're 62, dude. You don't have any children. So why are you obsessed with kids? It's another thing that's disturbing. You're obsessed with people that grew up in Scientology. I think it's because you're jealous. Why would you be jealous of people that grew up in a shitty fucking cult? So, again, sayonara for now. Slob-Anzo. Dude, go buy a pocket rocket or one of those dolls that you can doink in your little weekly stay motel that you're fucking living in. Because I think it would relieve a lot of stress that you have and your fixation on people like me and others that grew up in Scientology, because it's unwarranted, it's unwanted behavior. And usually when a woman tells someone to leave them the fuck alone, most men usually leave them the fuck alone. They don't sit there and continue to try to ram their nose up our twats like you, Slob-Anzo. So stop doing it. And to everyone else watching this, I will reiterate one more time, yes, I do think Slob-Anzo is a predatory stalker, a creep, and once again, last but not least, a pervert, because his actions, quite frankly, are on display for everyone to see, and he is everything that I've described as above. And if any of you have questions about this, my life, or my experiences with Slob-Anzo, ask me. Why are you asking Slob-Anzo? Why are you asking Slob-Anzo about my life? It's fucking kind of weird. Anyways, adios, muchachos and muchachas. Bye-bye.